often they do ear puli, no?
Mm-hmm.
And are fussy and irritable. Yan. And they refuse to eat or changes, you'd see changes in their sleeping and feeding patterns.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So, but how can parents tell, like, especially with the otitis media, how can parents tell na it's an ear infection or otitis media? Or is it just a cold? Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Christine Albakyat, and this is Chat with Peds, where I interview experts in the field in order to empower you and give you the confidence to raise happy and healthy kids. In today's Chat with Peds, we will talk about ear infections. And with me today is an ENT expert and ears, nose, and throat doctor, Dr. Jeanette Plete. She is a good friend and colleague of mine. Hi, Jeanette.
Hi.
So she is a fellow of the Philippine Society of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery. She is also the training officer at Southern Isabela Medical Center, Department of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery. Oh, wow. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome.
Hey, hello. Good evening.
All right. So, ear infections. Most common question I get, what causes ear infections in kids?
So, Dean, it's important to mention that there are two kinds of ear infections.
All
No?
right.
So, first is the otitis externa. So, it's also called the swimmer's ear.
Okay.
So, yes, from the name itself, nakukuha ito ng mga kids natin after staying in the pool for too long. Another cause actually is the excessive cleaning of the ears with Q-tips or cotton buds or with metal spoon.
Uh,
No? So the other kind is otitis media, which is an infection that usually happens after an episode of upper respiratory infection or the common cold.
all right.
Yun.
Okay. So now we know, mom and dad, na iba ang ear infection sa external ear, iba din sa middle ear. So there are two kinds. And explain ni Dr. Plete ang difference between the two. Ano ba, Jeanette, ang signs and symptoms of an ear infection? May it be otitis externa and otitis media.
Children will often complain of ear pain. Yan, masakit ang tenga. They
Mm-hmm.
will, oh. And then difficulty hearing or muffled hearing. We always complain also of that. And sensation of wet ears or basa yung tenga or ear
Uh-huh.
discharge.
Okay.
Babies naman na hindi pa nakapagsalita, yan. Often, they do ear puli, no?
Mm-hmm.
And are fussy and irritable. Yan. And they refuse to eat or changes, you'd see changes in their sleeping and feeding patterns.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So, but how can parents tell, like, especially with the otitis media, how can parents tell na it's an ear infection or otitis media? Or is it just a cold?
There will be ear-specific symptoms. So,
Okay.
katulad ng ear pain.
Okay. So, ear pain talaga yung ano. And then yung ear tugging.
Yes, yes, for babies.
Okay. Um, Also, a common question. So, do ear infections always need antibiotics?
For otitis media, that depends on the age of their
Ah,
child, no? So for babies less than 6 months, kailangan yun. Kailangan talaga. Now, for older children, 2 years and up, depende kung mild or severe yung infection. If it's mild, pwedeng i-observe for 48 to
mhm,
72 hours.
mm,
Kapag severe, meaning they have fever, greater than 39 degrees
mhm.
and severe infection, doon kailangan mag-antibiotics.
Okay, okay. How about yung yung 6 months to 2 years na age group? Paano sa kanila?
That depends on the severity as well as the involvement ng ear. So kung isang tenga lang, and mild infection, pwedeng i-observe. Pero pag dalawang tenga na, yan, they need also to take antibiotics.
Okay, okay. So Jeanette, thank you so much for your time. Before we leave though, for parents who need an ENT doctor, how can they reach you?
So I'm in Adventist Hospital, Santiago City, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And Santiago Medical City, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
All
Yun.
right.
That's
Thank
my
you.
clinic schedule.
Thank you so much, Jeanette. I'll see you soon.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.